Question 11. Renee uses 4 different shapes to design a 6 meter, 30 cm long banner. She leaves a space of 30 cm at each end of the banner. The width for each shape is 30 cm, and there is an interval of 15 cm between every shape. There is no interval after the last shape. Okay, so let's group one shape plus one interval. How much would that be? Okay, so one shape, okay, one shape plus one interval. So I'm basically grouping them up this way. I will get 30 cm plus 15 cm, 45 cm. Okay, so this portion here is 45 cm. And we know that after every 4 patterns, it will repeat. Okay, so I'm trying to find how many groups which will give me the number of shapes. So if I were to group them up all the way, right, then you realize that this last shape does not have an interval at the back, but I'm going to make it have an interval. How? By splitting this. So it's a shape plus 15. Okay, then whatever that is left here, this is 15. So first, let's get rid of the excess portions. So let's leave all the shapes and interval all inside. Okay, so let's remove this 30 cm at the start and then remove not 30 cm at the back, but just 15. Because I've allocated part of this, I've allocated a 15 to the last shape. Since the last shape doesn't have any interval, so I make it have 1. Okay, so this last part here is just 15. So I'll take 630. What's 6 meter 30 cm? Minus away the gap at the start, 30 cm here, and minus this at the back, the 15. Not minus 30, but minus 15. So this will give me 585. Now I take 585 to divide by the groups of each shape and each interval. Okay, which will give me the number of shapes. So instead of, you can write number of groups or number of shapes. Okay, number of shapes. Will be 585 divided by 45. Okay, do the working, you should get 13. So there are 13 shapes. Which one is the last one on the banner? Now it repeats every 4 patterns, so we divide by 4. Which is 3, remainder 1. So remainder 1 means this is the first shape. The first shape is the arrow. Okay, so answer is 1.
Question 22. Study the pattern below carefully. If the pattern continues, what is the 99th letter? So if you notice the numbers, the letters actually repeats after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After 6 letters. So every one group, there are 6 letters. But you want the 99th letter, you take 99 divided by 6. You can do your long division. You should get 16. Remainder 3. Now, 16 is not so important because there are 16 groups of these 6 letters, right? They will be in a full group. But it's the remainder that you want to find out exactly what is the last letter of that remainder. So if you have 3 letters, it's going to start with S, Q, and then U. Okay, so the third one will be U. So the letter we're looking at is U. Question 15. Jin-Xiang uses 4 letters K, L, M, and N to form a pattern. The first 25 letters are shown. What letters in the 338th position? Okay, so if you study the pattern here, it's actually repeating. So we need to know at which point it starts to repeat. K, L, M, M, K, L, N, K, L, M, M, K, L, N. Okay, so K, L, M, M, K, L, N. 7 letters in one group. You check the rest, okay? Make sure that it's really those 7 letters that are repeating. Okay, so 338. We want to find like how many groups are there. So we divide by 7. Here we do long division. 4, 28, 58. So this is a 6. 56, 2. Okay, so 46 remainder 2. Sorry, 48, 48, not 46. 8 times 7 is 56. Okay, so 48 remainder 2. This remainder of 2, right, means that you will have 48 sets of that. Doesn't matter. What we want to look at is the remainder. Remainder 2 means the next 2 letters. So you start off with K, second letter is L. So the second one is L. It will end off with L. So option 3. Okay, 12. Marcus is playing a video game on the first win. On his first win, he obtains 3 points. For every subsequent win, he gets 2 additional from his previous win. So he gets 6 wins in a row. What's the score for the 6th win? So first is 3 points, right? Then the second, he gets additional 2, 3 plus 2. And then the third, add 2, and so on and so forth. 5th, 6th. Okay, so 6 is the one. You could do this, or you can take interval. So, okay, or you continue with this, or we use interval concept where you have 6 wins. How many intervals are there? So every increase in 1 win is an increase of 2, right? Additional 2. So the 6th win, how many increase in the wins? The wins are there, so 6 minus 1. Like the number of intervals lah. Every interval is 2. You add 2, keep adding 2. So 5 intervals means we'll take 2 times 5, which is 10. Then add back the very first win. The very first win is 3 points. So 10 plus 3, which is 13. Okay, so left side, you also get 13. This method also get 13. So of course, if they are asking for a very big number here, then it's better to use this method instead of listing down all the way. Okay, for part B, how many times must you win to get 99 points? Okay, for this, you have to use the interval method. So you take 99, minus off the first win, which is 3, you get 96. So the number of intervals will be 96 divided by, every interval is an increment of 2 points. So divide by 2, which is 48 intervals. Number of times you win, it's plus 1. Okay, so answer 49 times.